What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Predator Hunting Grounds. I want to predict the August DLC. Now, I know what you're saying, Alex, my God, the DLC just came out yesterday for July. True, but we are only probably a few weeks away from getting the August DLC, so I figured I would make this video a little bit earlier on. I also want to be fully transparent and honest with you guys in the fact that I didn't get the DLC for July for Predator Hunting Grounds. The first time I didn't get it. I know, shocker, but honestly, Destroy All Humans came out, yesterday. Cuphead obviously was just, randomly released, and I absolutely adore that game, so I had to get that game. So I already was spending enough money. I already was doing enough things with both of their games, so I figured I would skip out on Predator. And to be honest with you, again, to try and stick with my morals of what I thought with the July DLC, I'm not the biggest fan of getting to play as, yet again, another Predator. Does that mean I think the Predator sucks? No, I think he actually is really cool. His wrist launcher looks awesome from everything I've seen from gameplay of this DLC. I love it, but at the same time, again, I think it's just going to end up breaking the game more. All right. Let's jump into August's DLC. This is the biggest month, in my opinion, and I truly do mean that. While I do believe the game is dying, and I will not take any arguments against it, and in all honesty, I honestly do believe this. If you guys think the game's not dying and you don't agree with my more bleak outlook on this game, I completely respect that. I think that's awesome. And by the way, I love the fact that other people love this game. So, I did love this game. I would say I've definitely fallen off of it quite a bit since its launch, but if you love this game, if you're still having fun with it, all that kind of stuff, I want you to know that I'm happy, and that's not in sort of like I'm looking down on you. I actually am genuinely happy that you're still enjoying the game, and I do respect that. So I do just want to make that very clear to you guys. And with that being said, August, again, is a big month. So we knew there were 4 months in this DLC, right? And by that, and we also should probably talk about very soon, and I probably will make these videos very soon, what's the future after that? Actually, Predator Hunting Grounds, their Twitter tweet, it's either their official Twitter or Ilphonic tweeted, and one of them said, like, hey, happy 3-month anniversary of the game coming out, or 4-month anniversary, and here's to another so many months, which actually are past the amount of months they talked about with the DLC. But even if you look at the DLC roadmap, it does talk about, like, more to come after August. So August isn't the end. It doesn't mean it's the beginning either, but it definitely doesn't mean it's finished. I've been saying for a long time I think it's going to be every 2 months now, so I think when August is done, maybe when they announce August, or even at the end of August when the DLC actually comes out, maybe they do another roadmap and it's like October, December, February, you know what I mean? And maybe that's the only thing they show, and then we'll get more information then. I don't think this game is going to be updated every single month past August. I think that's going to stop relatively soon. Here's what we know. The map needs to be coming. The mode needs to be coming. Now, they only mentioned one. They only mentioned one map and one new mode, but both of them absolutely need to come in August. Now, I think they should be the free DLC. So when we're predicting, August's DLC, there is no way, and I've said this for many, many months, and I'm sticking with it. And you could be saying, well, Alex, it's kind of, like, would they even really consider it? I don't want to even give them an option of considering it. So that's why I'm making this very clear. To make the map or a mode a paid DLC would be the biggest joke, maybe, of our lifetime. Honestly, of all of the bad things to do with DLCs, with season passes, with updates, with free updates, with all this stuff, the worst thing you can possibly do is to make the one map that adds on to your 3 existing ones and a mode to add on to your 1 existing one, to make that under a pay lock, right? You don't want to do that. That's the worst possible thing. And again, you could say, well, is there really a chance that they don't do that, that they actually make you pay for it? I would say the odds are next to 0 that they charge you for it, but I'm honestly not putting it past them. So I think that needs to be the free DLC. Now, we've actually gotten kind of a bit from the free DLCs. It kind of started, I would say, pretty darn slow with the Arnold DLC in terms of the free DLC we got. We didn't really get much, but as the months have gone on, we've got, different skins, different toners, all these different stuff, and that has been good. Customization, as I've said in the past, is important. It's not as important as they think. It's not as important, in my opinion, as a lot of other people think. I think the 2 most important things are adding more maps to this game and changing up how this game actually operates. Not even necessarily doing modes, although that is a part of it, but literally, again, changing the objectives, changing how that chopper works, changing how this, changing how that works. I mean, those are the kind of things that I think need to eventually be addressed in this game. Do I think all of them will? No, absolutely not, but at least some of them needs to be. So when looking at this game, the free DLC, the free update for August, which we know, by the way, drops when they announce it. In fact, in the past couple months, when they've announced it, maybe like the second week into the month, like somewhere in between, like, let's say the 10th and 15th of the month, When they announce it, the free DLC in like a patch goes live and you can experience all that. Then you wait an additional week, week and a half, 2 weeks, and then you get the paid DLC, right? So I think this time we probably won't get any more weapons. We probably won't get any more. And again, perks, gear, these are all things that I would very, very much like to have. Now, again, the Predator, in the City Hunter one that we got, or again, you have to pay for it, but he does have like a new gear option. So I do understand, like when the Predators get added, we're getting new weapons, we're getting new gear, and that is good. And they're not even just all assigned to that specific Predator. So again, that is solid. We need that for the fire team, okay? So that is where my prediction comes in. I feel like the paid DLC for August is probably going to be another fire team member. I don't know what. I would feel like you would probably obviously go based off of the movies, based off of the lore, pick maybe your favorite side character, or pick your favorite character in general besides Arnold, right? Besides him, go down the line, pick your favorite character, and that would be, who it is. I think that's kind of what you have to do because, again, I don't think that really addresses. I think that does address a little bit more of the issue. I don't think it addresses it fully, but that's honestly in the current state of this game, okay? I think that's the best thing you can do. Free DLC, you give us the map, okay? You give us a new mode. That will get, I promise, that will get a lot of people that drop this game to come back. And again, for those that say like this game is doing better than ever, I just will never agree with that. Again, it's completely cool that we don't agree, but I just don't think that. I think this game is very quickly, not even slowly dying. I think it's very quickly dying, but adding a new map, that does get people in because it's a whole new area to explore. And what map would it be? I think it would be the city, okay? You have the City Hunter Predator. I think you need to have some sort of city map. God help them, again, as I've said in the past, if it's another jungle map. I get it, the Welcome to the Jungle kind of theme, Predator Hunting Grounds, you see it in you see it in the cover art, the actual art of the game, obviously is the jungle with the Predator's eyes. Like, I get it, it's iconic, right, because of the first Predator movie. I understand that, but they all look the exact same. You're like, yes, there's the train yard one, and there's different like hot spots, like different like looking areas in a map that do differentiate them. But for the most part, you're playing the exact same thing 3 different times. Like, yes, there are small, deviations from it, but not much. So, again, new map needs to be completely different, in my opinion. Give us a city. Give us buildings. That makes it tough. I don't know how you would do the Predator jumping around. Not like the Predator is very good at jumping around and leaping and climbing up trees right now. The game is still broken in a lot of ways with that. So you could say, okay, well, how in God's name is the Predator going to be able to jump around buildings and porches and ledges and stuff like that? I have zero idea how they're going to do that. But I really do think they need that. They need a new map for August. This is really their last chance because I really do have a funny feeling. And all my funny feelings about this game, by the way, literally for the past year have come true. I didn't want them to come true. I warned people, both, my viewers, Ilphonic, if they watch these videos, I have been warning people for over a year about the worries I have with this game, and every one of them came to be true. I didn't want them to, but they did. So when I say I have a funny feeling that after August, it's going to be bi-monthly, if that, I feel like that's what they're going to do. And again, what does that mean? Well, it probably means that the people playing this game, they're going to drop off. That's to be assumed. That's something that you could probably assume is going to happen with any game. Not every game is going to, in fact, no game is going to keep every single player that plays it day one. If we're looking at multiplayer, there's peaks and valleys. It goes up and down, obviously, right? When you include a new character, when you have a new map, when you have a new mode, right? These are things that get a lot of people back, but then eventually they leave. So what do you need to do? You obviously need to keep going with these things. But again, they've, for some weird reason, chosen to do this at the very end. So I think that will be the free DLC for August. I think we'll get a new map, a new mode. I think that the paid DLC probably should be a fire team member. Do I love paying $8, $7, $6 for a fire team member? No, I absolutely do not, especially when they still aren't fun to play as. And again, to me, that is one of the biggest things that, yes, you had a fire team. Maybe he comes with a new, like, if they did, okay, here's maybe the only way they could save it or maybe sell it on me. If you gave us a fire team member, I don't even care if it's licensed. It doesn't even have to be a person. And to be honest with you, I maybe even would prefer it's not a person, because if it is somebody from the movie, they're going to charge us $7, $8 again, like they did with Arnold, which I think was absolutely ridiculous. Again, I know that's a kind of a minority opinion, but that is what I think. Give us a character, have them come with 3 new perks that obviously can then be, put on anybody, and 2 gear. Okay, just do that and have that be paid. If you want us to pay for new perks and new gear, something that I think should absolutely be free, but you want to bundle it with the fire team, go ahead. And then you know what? Another kind of sly thing they do that I don't love is a lot of those extra things, they come free anyway. A lot of the weapons that come with the paid things that you have to buy with this game, they come free in a few weeks anyway. So you could do that. Give us a fire team member $5, have them come with 3 perks, 2 pieces of gear. That's that. And then early September, the perks and gear is free to everybody, and in which case you literally just paid for a new fire team class, which is a waste of money, by the way, but at least I think people will actually do it. You know what I mean? I think that's maybe the best thing you could get out of this. I think they should be free. I think, obviously, again, the map and mode obviously is a necessity, and there's not much else you can do. I think they still need patches. They still need updates to kind of spice up the game a little bit, but again, God help them if the map and the mode are paid. If that's paid, if they do something weird like reverse what I just said, where the fire team member is free and the map and mode is paid, or the map is free but the mode you have to pay for, or even reversed. Any variation of what I just said is absolutely atrocious, and I pray that they don't do it. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think is going to be the free DLC for August? What do you think is going to be the paid DLC for August? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up, and I will continue, as I've said, and I do stand by this, I will continue making videos on Predator as long as IllFonic continues to support the game. They're still going, so I will still be continuing. So I really do appreciate all you guys that are still watching. I really, really do. It's really awesome to have you be part of this channel. Here's to many more videos, okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.